Hi. So I wanted to jump on today to just encourage some of my family and friends who seem to be going through some interesting times, some difficult seasons. And it feels like there's quite a lot of family and friends going through seasons of loss, seasons of facing medical things, relational things, just difficult times, and none of us is exempt from that. And I just wanted to be a voice of encouragement along the way, as it were, to encourage you to keep going. And I was contemplating the Israelites crossing the Red Sea, and how the enemy was hard on their heels. And for some of us, in those situations, it feels like the enemy's hard on our heels, and then we're facing the Red Sea, and it's hard to see any way out. It's hard to see that there is a place of hope. But we have a God of miracles. We have a God who made the cross into a place of hope, made the cross into a place of redemption and freedom and victory, who overcame death. And so whatever you're facing today, whatever difficulty you're in, however overwhelming it feels, I want to remind you that Jesus is with you. He's reaching out his hand and saying, I'm here, I'm with you. And so I just encourage you, even if you don't know Jesus, in your place of difficulty today, that his hand is extended, saying, I want to walk through this with you. And as I was thinking about that crossing of the Red Sea, the God of miracles showed up that day and made a way where there seemed to be no way. And I want to encourage those of you where it feels like there is no way, you can't see the way out right now, that God is a God of miracles, and he can make a way for you, even if it looks impossible. God is a God of the possible. He makes the impossible seem possible. And so I want to speak hope into your situation. But I was contemplating them crossing the Red Sea, and somebody will know somewhere how wide it was and how high the water was likely to have been, and what the seabed might have been like as they crossed it. But the phrase I had was, don't get stuck in the weeds. And in that going through of difficult situations, sometimes it can feel overwhelming. It can feel like the battle is overwhelming. It can feel like fighting through the jungle of the difficulty is overwhelming. And sometimes it feels easier to just give up, to just stop and let it all overwhelm. And there is no condemnation for those days where it's just, God, it's too hard today. And there is a place, anyone reading the Psalms knows, there is a place for lament. But actually I'm here as like an Aaron and a Hur holding up Moses' arms on the top of the mountain in the battle. I'm here to be part of that cloud of witnesses, as it were, cheering you on, saying there is a testimony of many pioneers of the faith who've gone before you, but the ultimate testimony of Jesus is that he takes us through and out the other side, because he went through and out the other side. And no matter how intimidating what you're facing seems, no matter how high the wall of water on either side of you, no matter how long the crossing seems, no matter how the enemy is bombarding you with thoughts of fear and doubt about whether you'll actually make it to the other side, whether it's too difficult, all of those things, Jesus, the testimony of Jesus going through and out the other side of the cross, because he had his eyes fixed on that prize that was the victory of the cross, the joy that was set before him. His testimony is there to encourage us as we consider his journey. It's there as an encouragement for us to keep going, to emulate his perseverance, his endurance. And in and of ourselves, we have no strength for these things, but he promises to be with us, and by his Spirit, we can overcome. And so I bless you today with perseverance to keep going where it feels overwhelming. I bless you today to grab hold of the hand of Jesus. I bless you to be encouraged by his testimony of going through and out the other side, the testimony of others, to feed your spirit on the testimony of others who've walked through and out the other side of what you're going through, and to be a voice of encouragement, a voice of blessing. And I bless you with the ability to see hope, to see that there is a light at the end of this tunnel, to use that well-worn analogy, to grab hold of hope in Jesus, to persevere. And so I bless you with strength for the journey, strength to keep going, endurance when it feels hard. And I bless you to hear the voice of Jesus going, come on, I'm with you, I've got you, keep going, I won't let you down. Bye for now.